try it now. Kev, you film. Kev. You got a microphone. Dale, is it working now? Well, it takes a hot second for it to kick in. Go to live.
Swipe out of YouTube.
Right there. Right there. All right,
let's go.
All right, we're up and running.
Let's go.
All right, 10 minutes left here in the second. Sorry about that, everyone. All right, just a barrage on Antonio there. Toss them both. Good. D-Nash in the box again. Don't know what happened. All right, Bartleson holds into the zone. He's going to give chase now. The guy tries to reverse it right into Bartleson. Can't get his puck on the stick. They get it out to their winger. Winger pops to the center. Croucher reaches forward now. Another breakaway, Antonio. And that's the third breakaway, Antonio. Third uncontested shot, Antonio. Really fourth, because there was a back door that was just ridiculous. He's not getting any help out there. May as well play 6-on-5 if we're gonna not play defense. All right, Diedrich, Braun, Johansson, Scott, Morgan. All right, that goes Antonio. That's a dangerous save for him. All right, Diedrich. All right, Scott takes it behind the net. Looks over to Diedrich. Diedrich pumps it out. Braun's there, and Diedrich are giving chase on that. They'll forecheck. Braun, he gets it. Gets over to Diedrich. Oh, can't quite connect. There's Johansson. Loses the puck. Morgan tries to squeeze and gets past him. All right, Morgan's battling. Diedrich. And here's Johansson. He's got Braun up on the far side. Johansson dumps it in on net. All right, we're with 9 players today. Griffin's out with a leg injury, and Paxton's out. Got a little shook up from a hit the other night. All right, Bartleson. D-Nash. There's Croucher, he loses it. Now Minneapolis coming with a breakaway. Good job by Croucher. He get a nice hard shot off Antonio's blocker. Another shot that goes wide. We're going to Croucher on that penalty. All right, still man short for a minute 30. Bartleson's going to take the draw. Wins it back to Scott. Scott pumps it out. Shot from the point goes wide. Minneapolis collects it. Turnover by Scott. Up to Bartleson. Bartleson gets stopped on the boards. Here's a short-handed opportunity for Bartleson. Dean gets interfered with. Bartleson gets a shot on the far side and goalie gloves it. All right, Eagan comes over with it. He's going to try and scoop through the middle there. Two guys. Bartleson tries to clean that up, and there's a bunch of Minneapolis players there. Brennan steps up. Now it's coming the other way. Good stick work by Morgan. That was Beanash. Scott gets it. Scott gets it over to where his wing should be, but we're shorthanded. They fired in. Tonio saw it late, but got down. Nice reaction by Tonio. All right, 10 seconds left on the Croucher penalty. Pops out. Get the kill. Dean's attacking. All right, good breakup by Diedrich. Nash pumps it in, that's going to be offsides on Diedrich. Braun dumps it in. They go D to D, and Johansson tries to. Morgan steps up, gets up to Diedrich. Diedrich and Braun have a 2-on-1. Diedrich tries to toe drag around him. He had Braun open. All right, now Braun gets it. He gets taken down. Braun fires it out, and that goes past everyone. And we're going to have to regroup. Croucher gives it up to Nolan. That goes all the way through to Tonio. Antonio barely gets a pad on that one. All right, Diedrich battling. Goes through. Croucher's collecting it. There's Diedrich. Diedrich and Braun have a 2-on-1. Diedrich dodges. Get a hard shot. Oh, that's the exact shot you want. And Braun just can't quite get a stick on it to collect it. Nice job by Diedrich to get the shot that we want on that breakaway. All right, Minneapolis comes the other way. And they're going to come in, and Croucher gets a stick on it. All right, so they put it out front, and Beanash grabs it. Beanash dumps it in. Get some changes here. All right, Morgan squeezes. This is over Bartleson. Bartleson to Beanash. Beanash can't get that shot off. Squeaks out, and that's going to be icing. All right, Bartleson is 8th draw. Aronson. There's Scott. Scott takes a shot from the point. Bartleson tries to tip it. Gets it over Benash. Then get a shot on. Nice job by Bartleson to get a stick on it. And Benash gets a nice shot off, but can't quite get it past the goalie. But good opportunity for Eagan there. Bartleson over to Aronson. Scott, another shot from the point, gets tipped in front. There comes Aronson, tries to center it. Both Bartleson and Benash are there. Neither of them can get a stick on it. There's Aronson behind the net again. Their D gets it up to their winger. Brennan steps up. Aronson picks it up. Aronson over Bartleson. Bartleson open, puts it wide. Benash is going to chase it down. Right, there's Bartleson battling. Morgan pinches. Pass out front to Aronson. You can't handle that hard pass. Now Minneapolis is going to chip it out of the zone. And Bartleson and Morgan will chase down to figure it out, and they call off icing. Minneapolis collects it. They get a looper off the point. Antonio didn't even see it. And they got a high stick on Minneapolis, waved off as we collected the puck. Another looper. Nice job by Antonio Ruiz. Really nice sequence by Antonio. First one he didn't see. And then the second shot from the point. Just a flutter shot. All right, Dietrichson take the draw. All right, Minneapolis, that's a hard shot. Goes high on Ruiz. Croucher's battling. Braun is coming with it. Braun has Dietrich. Braun goes out wide. He gets a hard shot. And I don't know if Dietrich caught that in, but Braun took it wide. And I don't know if Dietrich kind of cleaned up that garbage or if they're going to credit Braun with that, but that's a nice play by those two. Can't fault Dietrich for coming in on that far side. That was exactly where you're supposed to be on that. All right, that's second goal for Eagan. Same crew out there. I think Scott popped out. We only have 3D today. All right, Johansson pressuring. Dietrich. Now Scott pushes him out. Nice defense by him. Croucher's going to intercept that pass. Nice play by him. Tries to get up to Braun. Next it'll pop all the way out. That's going to be off. .220 left here in the second. Evenly matched game outside of 3 breakaways and wide open back door. Bartleson, Benash, Aronson, Croucher, Morgan. Oh, Aronson steps up. He's got Benash on the far side. Tries to go short side on the goalie. Misses. Now Morgan pinches pretty hard. Here comes a one-on-one. Croucher pushes that puck away. He chips it up off the boards. On Minneapolis, they dump it in. Morgan's going to go collect it. Benash tries to pump it out of the zone. And there's Croucher stepping up. He's forechecking pretty hard for defense. All right, now Morgan comes back behind, collect it up. They are getting tired back there on D. Only 3 of them. 15-minute periods here. Minute 30 left in the second period. You got to be taller than you guys are. All right. Minneapolis wins that. Goes all the way through, wide of Tonio. All right, Brown comes away with it. Chips it off the boards. Wave that off. Diedrich's going to fly in there. Braun comes away with it. Oh, he gets falling on his knees and gets the shot all the way through. I think that was a pass to Diedrich, but it went on. Minneapolis comes the other way. He's off. Nothing. We'll slow my clock here. Here's Braun. Can't handle that stretch pass. Now Minneapolis coming the other way. Braun again. He had Johansson. He should have dunked it to him because he had a lot more open space. Diedrich comes in. Can't quite get his stick on it. That's going to go wide of Tonio. Morgan. Oh, got to be careful. Yeah, they're going to get Minneapolis. Tonio off! Tonio off! Sorry, everyone. Minneapolis player and Morgan were tied up. I don't know if it was an accidental tie-up. Oh, Barlson gets a nice play. What? All right, sent Bartleson out of the face-off dot. Don't see that often. All right, we're gonna start with the man advantage here in the third. Down 3. All right, Minneapolis comes with it. I lost my trusted cameraman. All right, there's Bartleson speeding through. Just up to Aronson, it looks like. Bartleson. Krauscher. Hard shot. Goes wide. Intercepted by Benash. Gets a shot on. Next escapes his zone. Croucher lays out for it, can't get a stick on it. Now B-Nash is pressuring. He sneaks through. Well, that's B-Nash. Gets a shot that goes wide. Barlson collects it, gets it out to his D. That's Scott. Over to Croucher. Croucher with a hard shot that goes off the goalie's pad. Like that shot. All right, another pass that pops out. Scott gets a hard shot, and this goalie's handled that barrage pretty well. All right, Diedrich on the draw. Morgan holds it in the zone. Diedrich comes away with it, puts it in the corner. Morgan pinches, gets it up to Braun. Braun loses the puck. You see that pass off. Right now Minneapolis coming the other way. Diedrich reaches a stick in there. Crosser's going to collect it. There's a dangerous play in front of Reeves. Morgan's battling. Along with Croucher, comes in for support. Gets out to Braun on the wing. Braun's going to race around this guy. And here Braun has an opportunity. Goes out wide, and the goalie's going to pounce on it. The puck's still loose. Braun knocks it out of the goalie's pads. And puck's going to get knocked wide. Johansson puts a hard shot on. Here you go, Cup. All right, Scott collects it. Up to Simon. Good stretch pass to B-Nash. B-Nash slows it up. Loses the feet on that one. Now Scott's battling the other way. Goes hard on Ruiz. Dean clears it out. Right. Scott's going to collect it. Tries to pass it. No one's there. All right, Bartleson on the draw. B-Nash sneaks through. Bartleson's going to pick it up. Bartleson and Harrison have a 2-on-1. Can't quite get to that rebound. Nice job by Bartleson to sneak in there. Scully's playing a nice game for Minneapolis. All right, Brennan. Nice pump up to Dean. Dean gets held up a little bit. He's going to race to that puck. He's going to win it. Well, can't quite get it on the stick though. Bartleson's there for support. Bartleson over to Dean. Dean centers it. Oh, and Morgan's going to step up. Good ripper from the slot. Good save by the goalie. Yeah, doing really well. All right, Diedrich's gonna take it. It's back to Morgan. All right, Morgan gets it through to Johansson. Johansson gets two opportunities there. And he goes down. Diedrich's battling. Now, Minneapolis comes away with it. And they're going to come all the way away with it. Diedrich's there to support. There's centerman. Minneapolis comes all the way. Here comes Krauscher. We're going to get him for a trip. All right. All right, he needs to be down a man again. All right, Scott intercepts that pass. And content just to skate. Oh, loses it. Now they're going to have a chance on Morgan. Makes a nice pass over there, and Ruiz gets all the way across his crease. That guy had nowhere to shoot. Nice job, Ruiz. Nash steps into a guy. All right, Morgan fires it down for an ice. All right, 9:46 left. All right, Morgan's going to collect it. There's 2 Minneapolis guys on him. Scott pumps it off to their point. There's Morgan just wisely puts it out of the zone. Bartleson's battling. Now Minneapolis dumps it in, put right to Scott. Scott gets it to Bartleson. He's got B-Nash on the far side. Can't put it on his tape. B-Nash dumps it in wisely and skates off. Bartleson's battling. Behind the net. Oh, Morgan can't quite hold that one. Now Minneapolis coming the other way. Bartleson doesn't have numbers. All right, penalty's over. Scott tries to get over to Aronson. Minneapolis dumps it in, they're going to go for a change. Scott gets it up to Aronson. Minneapolis gets back. Now Aronson along the half wall. Tries to make a move, can't get around him. Braun pumps out of the zone. Now Aronson's coming with it. He's got Diedrich. Now Minneapolis is coming. Yep, that's off. Do you want to announce an all film? Okay. You got to keep the puck in the center of the screen and focus the whole time. If you need a drink of water, you got to wait till it's a break in the action. Got Kevin here filming, not Kevin Madigan, Kevin Braun. Graciously steps in to support his brother. B-Nash gets it to Johansson. Johansson centers it. Brown can't get there. Now we're coming the other way from Minneapolis. Krauscher gets the puck, bumps it up to Braun. Braun gets over Johansson. Johansson goes wide. The goalie should have just let that one go. Braun with the forecheck goes off his skate, and Diedrich tries to get a couple shots on. And do you want to announce?
Yeah.
All right.
Minneapolis has the puck. B. Nash picks it up. 16, Minneapolis passes it right to Bartleson. Bartleson takes it in. Passes it up to Dean. Dean to B. Nash. B. Nash to Gusher. Shot. Minneapolis picks it up. They break out up to center ice. They dump it in. Eagan tries to take it out. Held at the blue line by Minneapolis. Down to 16. Scott takes it around the net with speed. Up to B. Nash. B. Nash tries to go to Bartleson. Gets intercepted. Minneapolis gets the puck. Turns it over to Dean. Dean gets it out. B. Nash pressures. Goes back in. Nice play by... I don't know these kids' names. It's just Eagan or Minneapolis. Scott has it. Minneapolis takes a shot. Misses wide. Dean picks it up. Dean tries to skate it out. 16 has it. Skates it in. She tries to get around Scott. Fails. Up to B. Nash. B. Nash goes around a guy. Puck gets taken away. B. Nash steals it again. Up to Bartleson. Bartleson gets knocked over. Scrum in front of the net, and we got a cover here. 5:24 left to go in the third period. 5-2 Minneapolis. Braun takes it, passes it over to Johansson. Johansson rings it. Braun trying to grab it. Plays the body a little bit. Gets knocked over by 3 Minneapolis guys. Scott down in. Tries to pass it to Braun, or just tries to jump it in. Johansson gets it there, plays the body a little bit. A little battle in the corner. Braun takes it out. He's crashing hard for the net. Shoots and scores! Three.
Did you get the first one too?
Dietrich wins it. Stolen by Minneapolis. Dusty pressures. Crasher steps up. Minneapolis gets it by him. Minneapolis wins the race to the puck. Crasher picks it up. Dusty passes up to Dusty. Dusty tries to skate through 2 guys. Can't do that. Minneapolis takes it. They take it through, and it gets intercepted by an Eagan. Crasher, offsides. We got an offsides call here. Oh my god, I'm terrible at this whole clock thing. Alright. We're buzzing. Dean Anderson dumps it in. B. Nash pressures. Bartleson has it on the far wall, passes it over to B. Nash, and we got covered by the Minneapolis goaltender. We got Bartleson, B. Nash, Dean, Scott, and Madigan. Minneapolis is skating out. They pass it up. They break it out. One-on-one with Scott. Scott plays outside. A shot goes wide. Minneapolis wins. We got a high sticking here. Dad, there's 10% left in Dusty's iPad.
Okay.
Bartleson wins it back. Got a slap shot from the point, stopped by a Minneapolis defender. Scott pinches. Him and Bartleson battle for it from the Minneapolis guy. Scott comes away with it. Shot on net, saved by the Minneapolis goalie. A little scrum in front. Minneapolis comes out with it. They're gonna break it out. Scott's gonna keep it in. Bartleson's gonna skate with it. He gets the puck taken away. D Nash just got tripped. Scott needs to pinch. Minneapolis dumps it in. Sorry, Scott did not need a pinch there. Bartleson takes it out of his zone. He's gonna skate with it a little bit. He gets hooked. Braun's gonna come away with it in the corner. He's gonna throw it. Scott's got it at the blue line. He's gonna take a shot. Braun's gonna dig at the goalie a little bit there. So we're gonna have Diedrich, Johansson, Braun, Scott, and Croucher here. Croucher's gonna walk it in, and nice save by the Minneapolis goaltender here. 2 minutes left in regulation here. Diedrich wins it over to Johansson, up to Croucher. Croucher's gonna walk it in again. He takes a little shot on the ice and a nice save by the Minneapolis goaltender. We got a penalty here on. We got a penalty on Black here, Minneapolis. So we're gonna have 2 men in the box. We got Minneapolis. Got 2 seconds left. Diedrich sends back. Croucher gets pressure at the blue line. Dusty gets stripped. So we're gonna have a 3-on-5 for 2.5 minutes here. Clock! Clock! Dad, the clock.
They're running it because we're almost out of time.
That's my fault. Actually, we're gonna have, it's gonna be still, it's gonna be a 4-on-3. Simon got a penalty as well. So Scott's gonna step up here. He's gonna send it back in the zone. Braun's gonna recover it. Braun's gonna skate it in. Diedrich is gonna come up here. Diedrich loses it. Braun picks it up. Braun tries to wrap it around. He's gonna go the other way. We're gonna have a cover here. Bartleson They're gonna get it back here. You're gonna have a shot, Antonio, and this one.